Okay, how about now? Is this helping? Is this helping? Is this helping me be heard on the internet to people? Helping me be heard on the internet to people. Okay, I guess that fixed it, but I don't really know what I did. Like, I have an audio input capture and a mic aux capture. I feel like the audio input capture has been working just fine before, but like now it's the audio input capture has been working just fine before, but like now it's okay. Well, it sounds like when I muted that audio input capture, it just suddenly became very, very quiet. Like when I muted that audio input capture, it just suddenly became very, very quiet. Like when I muted. That's odd. That's odd. That's all I can say is about that. That's odd and strange and scary and other things. But it's Wednesday, and that's the day where I eat a weird cookie and do some stuff for my project game thing. I haven't really touched the model since last time. Oh, you know what? I meant to make like a slightly different scene for this so that I could I don't know, look like I'm looking at the viewer instead of seeing from my POV or whatever. It would be more marketable or whatever. Whatever, this is fine for the time being. It do. And, let's see if my window capture is going to, for crap. I almost said for crap's sake, as though I was some kind of Homestar Runner character. Why is my Streamlabs just screwed up forever? You shouldn't be having any problems capturing this scene, but you're oh. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. That's that's my scary. Well, this might be the technical difficulties stream, I guess. Problem is that I'm already out of ideas to fix this. Okay, it just needed me to select the other... It just needed me to select the instance of the window a different way, in a different time, in a different place. For basically no discernible reason. Widen you a little bit, I guess. And there we go. Okay. So, what? I guess... No, how long... I had 2 failed recordings, so that 4 minutes isn't accurate. But after some amount of wasted time, we're back here, in my funny... evil hotel, whatever. So I haven't touched this since last, but I have touched the game itself. which basically what I did is make it so that data is saved between scenes, like stat data is saved between scenes, so that you can have an actual character progression. That and added some like sound effect stuff. Can I pull this up? Actually, it would be nice to show this stuffs. Why the hell does it do that? Well, okay, that's strange. It focuses specifically on whatever part of Unity I'm looking at. Which might, like, maybe have some benefits for streaming. Maybe, but this is like the unglamorous part of creating things meant to be played by human fingers. So, I probably... who knows? Who knows what I'll be showing. But, oh right, I forgot that I, like, screwed up the animations pretty bad. In trying to, like, re-import stuff. Like... yeah, probably the thing that I've agonized over the most as we listen to these sweet bumps is how to permit costume changes and I guess character changes in general, like for multiple playable characters or whatever. So that's why the animations keep getting screwed up. But what's not so screwed up is that now there's sound effects, like ones that make sense slightly more. I did just kind of download, like, sound effects from 3 iconic Super Nintendo games. Oh, okay. We can play around a little bit with these. We can do that. Skip Snowball, I still don't have that working. Alright, is this one still, like, bugged a bit? Yes, it is. I guess what's happening there is that it's not, like, resetting back to the state before it explodes. So now it just explodes instantly. But look at this. Hehehehe. Very fun, but not... oh, right, I forgot that there's a warp right there. Now that there is a... it's just me or was that louder? I seem to be discovering a bug, like, live on stream. Because now sounds are off, and I don't know why, and now... and also, weapon switching isn't working right. Now that is strange. I didn't notice that before, I guess. Is there a place where I can see what my equip is? It might be trying. It might have to do with this initial weapon thing. I mean, maybe I can, like, make a variable or something in the same vein as the stats that will make it so that I don't have to... that I can, like, remember what the stat that we started... the weapon that we started with was, is what I'm trying to say. Like, maybe it's because we got desynced somehow. Well, anyway, let's get to the timer and do some modeling. So I'm thinking that we do something a bit like this to fit with the shape of this area. Yeah, a nice 45-degree angle. Whoops. Such a thing, such a shape is pleasing. But the question is, what would I do with this extra space? Because I have deviated a bit from initial concept sketches, and now I just have some tendrils coming out of this room here. I mean, I can't always... I can always throw in some, like, extra red herring rooms or whatever. Let's group these things. Because that's like the, you know, lobby or whatever. Oh, I remember a thing that I was thinking about. I was thinking about adding like a fountain or something. We're too zoomed out. We need to zoom in. What's the best way to add a fountain? It's probably adding some cubes. And we go like this. But would it make more sense for a fountain to be vaguely circular than vaguely squarular? I mean, we can just hide these for a second and see if I like it more. Alright, there's a tube shape. I forgot about that. We just need to make it so that we can see the thing. Sides 12. How about 8? How about 8? And you know what? That basically immediately invalidated these cubes. A sentence I am often saying in my life. Is there anything I can do to make an indent of this here? Like, easily, I mean. I mean, it's probably fine. It's probably... It'll read well enough without, like, a depth. But fountains usually have some thingy in the middle. And what would that be? I could just make like a beveled cuboid. It is kind of strange to me how that, like, menu thing disappears just from moving it. Like, other actions I get, like, if I were to do this, then, like, of course it can't keep editing that thing as though it were the shape that it started as, but, you know, moving should be fine. IMO. It's too early in the stream for me to be silently staring at my work to try and make sense of my own thought process. But, what can I do? What can I do when the world says it's time to do this thing that I do, apparently? I mean, I guess this is like a video game dungeon. I don't have to be like super realistic with things. I can make like a weird room over here. Where did it spawn this cube? Cube, come over here. Over here, cube. I was about to ask why this cube is at a 45-degree angle, but no, it's not. The cube isn't at an angle at all. It's this hallway that's at an angle. If I just move this, what will happen? Not what I want, particularly. Is one of these directions what I want? Yeah, I think this is what I want. What does even extend do? What does even extend even do? Extend? Even. Yeah, enjoy your weird long room. My hotel room is perfectly constructed. When I wake up in my bed, I say one syllable and it travels to one end and bounces off the wall, and then when it's nighttime it hits me in the head and knocks me out cold. My hotel room is perfectly constructed. Of course, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that room, aside from, I don't know, having a syllable get said and bounce around. I'm sure I'll come up with some kind of puzzle for that room at some point. Maybe we can just block off this area here and say that, you know, you gotta interact with that room to go through. Probably not like that, though. That looks kind of ugly. $90. Yeah, that's an area. Me when I'm in a area. Speaking of in an area, I should add walls. Why did you do that? I don't know why they seem to be uneven. This is probably good enough. Thin walls have never caused clipping issues in a video game ever. UV everything, because that's probably good. Now I don't know why it decided to UV you at an angle. That's probably fine. I can, like, lengthen this wall a little bit, I guess. I guess. I guess. I guess. I guess. Now what is... Oh, you know what? This is probably like... Yeah, I like moved... I created a slant by accident, didn't I? I saw it for a second there. Yup. Yup. But this might be flat and fine. That's good. That's good. I think. I hope. I'm choosing to... What are you? Okay. Well, something happened. And I don't really care what it was. You know, maybe I should have, like, taken a measurement of, like, for, like, a door asset. You know what? Maybe there is a thing that I can do about that, actually. Is Unity... No, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna be up for forever. Assets... Loft demo... can Blockbench open an FBX file? Doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like it. I'm sure there's a way to convert it to OBJ. It's inconvenient, but there's a lot of things in this world that can become an OBJ. I don't really want to have to do that on stream, but I also know that it's gonna be... well, it's gonna be worse the longer I wait to do it. I don't know where my dang camera is. Yeah, I don't know. That's a little area. That could be, there could be like a treasure chest there or something. I don't want to make that just symmetrical, but I don't know what to do with it either. Well, you know what? How about we start on the second floor? Who knows if this will, like, stay as one file, but I definitely want multiple floors. And before I do that, I should also make some kind of super group for my, like, control key is messed up in a weird way. Like, when I'm holding control, I have to, like, press the spacebar so that my computer realizes that I'm holding control. That's strange. I hope I don't have to... I hope I don't have to, replace my computer anytime soon. Now seems like not a good time to be needing a replacement computer. Not at all. Maybe this could be some kind of food eatings area. They usually have a... They'll usually have a breakfast buffet or something, at least. Or maybe a full-on restaurant if they're real fancy. A fruit fly landed on my forehead. That's messed up. I can't be doing that. Oh well, we can open up Quirtle this to my Landsnect Google search. Alright, I guess this is... That's not true. That's simply not true. Okay. Well, I don't want to do extreme just yet, because I'm... Like, you know... I almost typed it out. What the hell starts with B-O-U and has an H somewhere? Bow? I guess that's a word. Tomer Simpson. Tomed? It could be Totem. It's Totem. I guess this one is Nay. Yeah, okay, it's Nay. N-A-E-N-P-L is the letters in this one. Okay, it's that word, I guess. It's not... Yeah, okay. It's punish. It's as in punishment. When you spell it like that, it's as in punishment. Let's do a weekly. Let's do the weekly. Okay. Not a whole lot to work with. Whoops. What just happened? I didn't, like, tell it to zoom in. I didn't press the zoom in button. Yeah, there's not a lot. I wish I had a fourth searching word. Already? I feel like I barely had time to stare at that incredulously. Well, whatever. Anyway, sure, this can be the dinner's floor. A floor for any seeker of dinners out there. But how do I make it? No, I don't like that. Let's just add cubes and see what happens. Whatever, that'll make a fine shape for a kitchen. I did, like, come up with this gimmick of rooms that move around, but I haven't, like, done much with it yet, at least. But how would I use it? I'm like... I feel like I'm... Blech, 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 blech. Blech, blech. I'm the vampire now. What I was going to say, and a point that I probably just proved, is I feel like I'm probably too, you know, addle-brained at this moment to come up with good puzzles. I mean, it doesn't need to be, like, super puzzle forward. Also, I think that since this game would technically be set in British land, I think 2F would be the incorrect way to refer to this, wouldn't it? Like, wouldn't this floor be ground floor and this floor be one floor, or am I thinking of a different location on Earth? That's 45 degrees enough. You know, a thought in the back of my head. Oh, I shouldn't be pressing a duplicate. Whoops, I just pressed duplicate. After saying I'm not supposed to press duplicate. So, like, if... What the... Oh, I've selected more than one thing here. So, what I was about to say is... gibbity boobity babbity boobity ba. And what I mean to actually say is... If my, like, audio was messed up at the start of the stream, was it messed up during any previous streams? Like, I mean, I don't check stream VODs very thoroughly, but I check them at least enough to make sure that, like, yeah, my voice was coming through. But then again, I did check a recording, and that one, my voice was coming through there even when it wasn't coming through the... Even when it wasn't coming through on the stream, it was coming through on the thingy. That's slightly concerning. It's concerning. 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 Also, I checked... Hang on. I'm gonna be distracted for a second. Check out my BRB screen. Did this always have... Honestly, I wouldn't know. I don't know if that was always unmuted, or if that was always muted, or if this is a new wrong going, or if things are going wrong in a new and unique and scary way for everybody involved. I'll just never find out, ever, 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 ever. I should just, like, spawn a shape and figure out how to make it into a room. I think that... Okay, I'm gonna shut my eyes and move the mouse around a lot. And... what will end up selected? Plain, I guess. That's pretty... yeah, no. Taurus. A donut room. I said this would be like... oh, but... Okay, where is the Taurus spawn? My squonut. My square donut. Oh, yeah. So I don't think Taurus specifically is going to work, but it did at least give me an idea for something I can put somewhere. I don't think there's a flat torus shape, is the thing. Cube might be the best choice option. Where are you? Okay, see, it's like that. But I would need, like, thicker shape. But where would I even put such a thing? Where would I put such a foul shape? You know, this is supposed to be like a ghost level, even. So this is basically like the carousel in Big Boo's haunt. Which, to be fair, I also don't know why that's there. It's just like in the basement, you've got a creepy ghost carousel. Put a creepy ghost carousel in the kitchen. And then that could, like, play in the gimmick of rooms that move around, I guess. By having this room rotate on a swivel. Yeah. But how? I mean, how isn't really, like, the thing that I need to figure out, I guess. The thing that I need to figure out is more like... why? Maybe like... like what the intended path here is. It could be... you go through this, and there's like a doorway on this side and this side, and like... then there's a room on the other side here. when you, like, press a button or whatever, this room rotates so you can't go back that way, but now, like, a path is opened perpendicular to the one that you just went through. That seems like a way to do a thing. That seems like a thing to me. That seems like it's a me. I guess to, like, sell the thing, the notion this room is moving, it should probably be, you know, be able to fully see the circle. I think I like that idea about that being the general shape. But I also want to avoid it feeling like you're just kind of, like, going into an area, finding what is essentially a key, and then going in that direction. Like, that can it can still feel linear even if it, like, is trying not to be, you know? How often does that kind of thing happen with, like, Zelda dungeons, I wonder? Like, what's the over-under on dungeons that are basically just paths of keys and dungeons that are, like, you actually might get lost in? What if... making puzzles is harder than solving puzzles. At least, I'd presume. What if you have to build a path here first? Or like a way out of that room first? But what would be keeping you from... Shush. I also probably need to recognize that, like, well, my line of thinking here is probably going to give away the puzzle once it's, you know, once I'm finished with this area and the game is in players' hands. Maybe. How about we unwind by just making a regular room with no frills that I can just use as a template for things. Cycle. Cycles. Oh, wow. But it should probably have a little, like, you know, at least 4 units up thickness. I don't know where you ended up. You're down here. Okay, cylinder room, let's go. Let's all go to the cylinder room. The look on Gamer's face will be epic. Now, where's the rotate axis? Why are you over there? Come sit over here. Sure, circle room. Yay. And maybe I can add a, like, balcony type thing. Admittedly, this room shape is a little bit making things harder, isn't it? Let's hide all the lower floor. That's not quite what I want. Okay, oval is still good. my room is ovular. And I made a slant by accident. Hang on, I'm just gonna fix that slant really fastly. Okay, I got it somehow. And now we can finish that scary wordle. Are you afraid? So what the hell has the letter C-O-I-L but isn't the word coil? Colleague. I don't know. I need to come up with the word that... I need to come up with just a searching word right now, I think. But there's nothing I can put there. No, nothing uses A, so I probably shouldn't. I really feel like I'm locking in during the Quirtle, and I'm just messing around during the modeling. Okay, how did a slant end up happening here? You were supposed to be good. You were... It's probably fine. I don't think the player's gonna really be able to see this anyway. Now, how do we go about adding a balcony to this? Let's start with a cube. And have it spawn as far away as possible, if you don't mind, please. Thank you. Can I have this be parented? I guess there's no, like, direct parenting, but, like... Whoops, that's not correct. I got distracted because I thought I saw, like, thunder outside. I got distracted because I thought I heard thunder outside. So if I put you at 0, and you at 0, and you at 0... That... Okay. No, that doesn't, like... That doesn't, like, set the 0 position to whatever. That just... makes me sad. I hope that thunder is actually audible on stream so that that, like, bit made... that the comedic timing made sense. I do just kind of casually constantly have rain going in this game, but I'm pretty sure I have specifically thunder turned off. Ambient sound? Yeah, see... I actually would, like, think I would usually have it on. But for streams, I figure it's probably better to have it off. I can't even tell if it's raining outside. In real, I mean... I'm not sure why this is like this. I'm not sure why this... I'm sure there's an answer. But what it be? Okay, this is getting in the way. In some sort of scary type of business. Hehehe. I'm the type of sicko who likes a thunderstorm. I guess it is, like, about springtime, isn't it? April showers and yay! Sorry, I figured out what the thing was and I got happy. I got too happy about it. You'll have to put me down. Let's mesh you. Let's dungeon mesh you. Still haven't finished dungeon meshy, by the way. I saw, like, I guess you could call it the first season. I was watching it on Netflix, and it was like where the intro theme changed that I stopped. And you know, that big thing that happens with Phelan that is like kind of a spoiler, but at this point not really, because you've probably seen it sexualized in some way. Yeah, that was like about to happen, I guess. Does it technically mean that... Uh-oh. My mic came unplugged for a second there. Is it still working? Let me check. Is it still working? Let me check. Okay, it seems as though it has gone just fine. Replugging it in has solved many issues in this day and age. Is this good? How about we extrude this just a teeny bit? And then we make like one little stair. And then we can lower it further to make it into two little stairs. Yep, that's level design. I am great at my job. I don't formally have a job yet. You should hire me. Make hire me make this an official for project instead of a fan thing. Yeah, I would do that. Don't I seem to be just oozing skill? Is there a better way to do this? I guess it's probably that. And then this wall here can be loop cut, I guess. Yeah, now it's definitely starting to rain in reality. Okay, show me this world from the sky so that I can project from view. Yay! What's going on here? Is there something weird here? There may perhaps be. Unless I am. No, I don't think I am on the underside of this world. That's weird how that looks. But it's okay. I can clearly see the incidental dialogue when reaching this room playing out in my head. Akko questions why the heck a room is shaped like this. Amanda theorizes it's a rich people thing, and that they like weird shaped rooms because they're so used. They have so many regular shaped rooms that they're just so enamored by weird rooms. And then they turn to Diana and she looks offended for a bit, but then she says, yeah, she's enamored by this stupid looking room. I can see it so vivid. What more do I want? What more do I want? I mean, we could just make some copies of this for this version of the room. But, of course, I'm gonna have to... I don't know why it's like this. I don't know why it does this. Okay, it's like normal for a room to have its door intro off center, so I'll do that. Nothing is wrong with a door that's off center. Oh, but I wouldn't be able to use the balcony rooms on the inside, though, on a room like this. But that's probably fine, because this is probably going to connect back to the donut room. The magic donut room. It wiggles, or whatever the heck I'm doing with this dingus video game. Let's see. Ruminating on shapes for but a moment. It's probably been more than but a moment, hasn't it? We should just be... I shouldn't even have to. I should just know to start with the humble cube. 45 degrees angle. Yes. 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 So this is a lot of ground to cover and uncover. Well, let's start out with another cube of similar size and dispute. What do I want out of these rooms? How do I want to make them kiss? I mean, I guess there's nothing stopping me from, like, let's grab this little nubbin as best I can. There we go. And we just kind of make this, like, fully connect there. Babby boopy baba boo boo beep boopy ba beep babby boop beep beep boo. You know, that looks kind of like ass. I'll just keep it like that for now until I come up with something better. Maybe it would look like less ass if I had, like, walls and, like, maybe, I don't know, had planned out some kind of room shape. probably make it worse. Gamers. Wow, I found a use for that way of doing things from the video game. I mean, program. Mind in a program. So I guess I could put similar sort of stuff on the other side. Now, I probably shouldn't just be like copy pasting and not changing things at all. Vis-a-vis this hallway over here, that is exactly the same as how the one on the floor below. But what if I make this doorway lead to here, and this doorway lead to here, and you're scared no matter what? That would essentially make this room, like, the hardest to get to. Right? Am I dumb, stupid? Forever? But then if you just go through here, then that would be like where you come out. And then what the heck is this? It's something, for sure. How much time is left? 1 minute, huh? And this is session 3 of 3, so this is our progress for today. Well, on stream. But I might be too high to come up with more dungeon blaming stuff. But I can at least use perspective to make this thing look like it's an eyeball or whatever. That's right, we got dark matter from Kirby. Or maybe this looks more like Zero. In fact, you could probably make an argument that it looks like Zero too. On account of those, if you are really generous and decide that those giant red squares count as wings. Enamored by the magic of perspective. Okay, save project. Clearly I can't keep my focus much longer. Only 30 seconds off, but you know. But we have unfinished business to attend to. We do. Those extra 30 seconds are going to be very important here, I'm sure. Which is why I'm spending them yawning and rubbing my eyes and not even thinking. I mean, hey, that counts as resting, I guess. Hmm. Maybe it ends at. Maybe bottom left ends in AM. But then the second letter would have to be T. And what? TIAM. I feel like that kind of letter arrangement only works in the English language if it starts with a vowel also and has the vowel as number 3. And 4, I guess. Wait. That's a word. Yeah. It's that other freaking witch. So, yeah, Y didn't give us any hints. Nothing else here has Y. CO on the top left. Hang on. It can't. No, it can't be. Top right can't be that because it ends in E. It's not Gnome Amity. Gup. Excuse me, that's a word. Colic, huh? I'm gonna have to check that once I'm through here. Merriam-Webster.com/games/Quirtle #weekly. Pigu. Like when you imbue something with pig. Or maybe pig residue. I puked. I puked. Or just a regular one. The iPhone for people who are sick. The iPhone for sickos. I mean, it can't be that because it doesn't have an eye. But I have four. I could send it just to see. Okay, so we know that the U comes before the E. P-I blank U-E. Oh! I forgot about that word. You have piqued my interest, game. So this one has O-M-N-E. I'm sad it can't be gnome. I mean, we have an extra thing. I could send it just to see. Yeah, that didn't give us much, I don't think. We know that there's no G, at least. And we... No, we don't know that it has to start with O. Because we haven't confirmed anything. N E M. It could start with M. It can't. O can't be here. So it. Well, it couldn't be money anyway, because we would need a Y. Wait. Is there anything in my way? Because I do feel like we're on the edge here. I probably shouldn't have done gnome when I knew it couldn't be gnome. There's probably more words that I could fit those letters in. I'm gonna send it. Yay! Okay. Now what the hell does colic mean?
Colic.
So there's pain, crying, or relating to the colon.
Colic, 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 colic. Colic, 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 colic.
Yeah. Colic. Whatever. So I hope things have been thinging. I don't know why, but you know, it feels like there's less attention to my content now that I'm making it, you know, weekly. The algorithms are lying to you forever for every reason ever. It's scareful, but okay. We could look at what'll do. Yeah, we can look at what'll do. You know, I wish this game had like if you could set custom angles that the auto camera might scroll past. Could have this, like, my little Easter eggs show up without me having to, like, purposefully scroll towards them, thereby making them less funny. Right, Coughing Coiner? Guys, it's okay. Yeah. I'm, like, out of things to do, I think. I want the timer to go to the end. But, like, I don't know what to even say. I'm at, like, the point where it feels like every minute is an hour. A minute 15, that's like an eternity, isn't it? You can't even tell. You can't even tell. Weird. I scared myself. With my own eyes. Yeah, I totally should have, like, made an adjusted room so that you could see my little character's dang face. Like, I'm sure you've gotta think that he's marketable. Oh, don't look straight up at me. I did try to, like, I don't know, make a PNG tuber out of this, but I just couldn't quite get it right. I don't think there's any pose that, like, fits well as being, like, just open mouth neutral. It's scary, sad, I don't know. I've rambled for long enough, I think. It has been an amount of time that is, I guess, roughly an hour. Well, you know, I can check. Yeah, it's been almost 2 hours, so I guess that's how long... Wait, does that math? 25 minutes, then 5, that makes 30 minutes. Then 25 and another 5 makes another 30 minutes, so that was 1 hour. 25 and 15... Yeah, that would be like an hour, 40 minutes. That's right, I can do basic arithmetic. And I only needed to sound it out with my head and such, and like take it very slowly. You can solve anything slowly. That's a good message to end on. Remember, weekly challenge, okay?